last week I didn't stream because I was sick. My throat was killing me, and I decided it would be better just to rest because Train was going to be here, so I didn't want to. So I didn't really see a good reason to just do a one-off stream by myself when I wasn't feeling good. Like, I still had the shit from last week. But I'm feeling better now. And I'm going to be calling Train in just a moment. Like, right now. Let me take this image off. I was a little slow to get started today, so I didn't have time to set up music and chill for a bit. But that's okay. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm alright, yourself?
I'm okay. Hot as hell, though, here.
It's pretty cool here, but I think another heat wave's on the way, so...
Yeah, we're in the middle of one right now. To give you an idea for my room temperature right now, though I do have, like, fans to kind of keep me cool, it's at 29.
Ooh, you used the correct temperature reading. Good boy.
Yeah, you want to how? I have in my room, one of the desk fan I have can go to Fahrenheit or Celsius, so I can just switch it real quick and look. I cheated.
Yeah, pretty fucking brutal heat.
Yeah,
Not
the
for me,
AC's
but
on
for
the
you.
fritz here, but they're gonna come out tomorrow for it. But
So I hope so for your mother, if nothing else.
yeah, we're actually getting like a whole like setup in there for her, with like
Good.
some like little like mini like fans and AC sort of thing set up. Not like AC, full AC, but you know what I mean. There's like water things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Like
we're gonna make sure
cool
she's
them
taking
all.
care of it. If things are pretty bad when the repairman's here, because my brother will be here too, is I'll take her to the mall and we'll just be at the chill at the mall for a while.
Let us through.
Well, hopefully it all goes to plan.
Yeah. But the next day isn't nearly as bad. But also it helps that like the way houses are built here, it's not as like bad as it would be for you with the temperature. But it's still not great.
Tifa,
Like at
Yeah.
to
all.
get past. Whatever
And that's not like a
Mm.
dig or anything, it's just the way the environments are built. Like, it shouldn't be as hot as it's been for you there. Some global warming, something.
It doesn't exist. It's all a myth made up by I don't know, someone.
By a bunch of seals. Very agitated seals.
Just like how all of those photographs of certain people with certain convicted felons are all fake.
Yeah, they're all of them. Every single one.
Especially the ones that keep coming out daily.
Who are you gonna believe? Me or your lying eyes?
So am I speaking of? I did finish Death Stranding 2.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's kind of those things. I think if you enjoy the first Death Stranding, then Death Stranding 2 is like it's the first game, but better in terms of just the plot. In fact, honestly, there's an argument to be made. They made it too good.
Oh,
By which I mean,
let him know, because he'll have to fix that.
all set.
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw that article, and having played the game, it's total horseshit. Like that is just some horseshit that they drummed up for PR because like the game's unbalanced. Like they just give you too much good stuff.
What? Kojima
Like
would never lie.
fairly early on, I managed to get a silent tranquilizer gun, and then that kind of trivialized basically every like human enemy combat for the rest of the game. Also, I think most of the new characters don't do super well. Like, I don't know. Death Stranding, I was always kind of iffy on a lot of the characters, but the new ones are just really kind of just there for the sake of being there. I won't spoil because obviously people really like.
Yeah. Because this is a stream, not
Big
just
game
talking.
and also, I think like basically the final sort of act probably should belong in a different game.
Come on, team. Let's finish it.
I won't, once again, won't go into too many details. I don't know. It's kind of the thing of I just feel like a lot like the plot and character stuff just doesn't hit the way I think it's intended to. And a lot of it also stems from like Sam is fucking dead silent in this game. I mean, he was
Huh.
quiet in like Death Stranding 1, but he's even more quiet. And unfortunately, they give you a companion who talks on his behalf. Very kind of like God of War-esque.
Hmm.
So, depending on how much you can stand that character, I think influences. I unfortunately just share a lot of traits with Morgana, so
Well, I mean, I was already not interested in because I didn't really like Death Stranding. You just said that, and I'm like, oh, that's a death nail.
yeah, I don't. I think you not like the game.
Um, yeah, I had no intention on, like, giving it a glance.
There's just also a lot of weird decisions. Like they give you a new vehicle, which is cool, but then it's like, oh, but you can only use the vehicle in like places where you already restored like the network. So then it's like, okay, well, you can't use it to explore. Then you can only use it in places you've already explored.
Right.
And yeah, the cameos are even more jarring at this game than they were in the last game because
I know one of them's a VTuber.
yeah, you run into the rabbit VTuber girl, and it's just really fucking weird because
That's Barrett.
it's one of those things where I just can't work out why, because I feel like this actually is something you could say about like VTubers in a world like Death Stranding where most people communicate through holograms. Like there's something in the idea of the concept of a VTuber there, but nobody addresses it. It's just, oh yeah, rabbit girl. Anyway, and she speaks Japanese because obviously Japanese VTuber,
Yeah.
English not first language, so
Yeah, it's not like she's like Korone who does know does know a bit of English.
yeah. I don't know, it was weird and jarring in a way that I assume was like the intent, but any of this bullshit about like, oh, Kojima like rewrote the game or rewrote parts because it wasn't controversial enough is kind of bullshit because so much of the game
Him
is
just
like,
doing marketing basically.
yeah, so much of the game is just, okay, it's Death Stranding, but again. And any of the parts that aren't just it's Death Stranding again don't feel controversial, or at least not in the way that I think that was the intent. There is one part that's, I guess, might be, but
Wedge, listen to me.
I don't know. Oh, and also, like, I'll say this much: the Solid Fake, as me and my friend have come to call him, the guy in the Duel of Traders, he's like, oh my god, it's Solid Snake. What a fucking wet fart. I'll just rip that band-aid off right now. There is a lot of Metal Gear in this game. A jarring and kind of disappointing amount, because, I don't know, I'm like, can we just get past Metal Gear now, please? But I get it, it's your baby, you worked on it for, like, decades, but, enough's enough. Like, when fucking Solid Fake does hit you with, like, it's not him, it's someone else just hits you with a kept you waiting her, and I'm like, fuck off. Make a Zone of the Enders reference, or some shit.
I don't remember that one. That wasn't me.
So, I don't know, solid game, but also not.
Gotcha.
I know there's a lot of stuff I can't really talk about because massive spoilers, and people, care about spoilers for these sort of games, because, if you strip away the plot, it's just delivery simulator, which is fun, but not what a lot of people are playing for. They're playing to see how much will Kojima this, and oh boy, does he Kojima it.
I do love Kojimings, he said.
Hmm. And just a lot of plot twists that I don't think are like nearly as like hidden as he thinks they were. Like, I think frame one, I sort of figured out like there's one character they like play up the mystery of who he is, and I'm pretty sure like frame one, I'm like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Like instantly.
What? No. Shut up. Go away.
And I guess it's also not helped that I guess like minor spoiler, but Higgs is back as the main villain. And I just never found Higgs that interesting. It's like, yeah, Troy Baker being the evil funny man, but like, there's just nothing to him. And it feels remarkable for as much as the game like loves to pull on the Metal Gear-ness of it all. How much they don't seem to get like, you kind of need to give your villains like backstories or like,
Which is weird considering how like crazy he would go with backstories and shit. When you
well,
say that.
yeah, like you'd have entire like cutscenes devoted to like, or massive amounts of time devoted to explaining like, who this character was that you just killed and why they were important. You know, like literally the end of the fucking Beast Core fight is. So anyway, here's like a lengthy cutscene explaining their backstory and all the trauma that they faced and blah blah blah. And you just, for some reason, like you just don't really get a whole lot for Higgs. So I'm just like, what? He's just evil for this. He's just evil for the sake of being evil, like the Joker.
Which would be fun, but I don't think Kojima can do that too well. Cause I do like my evil for the sake of evil characters, but like...
I just don't think it fits in. It's not like a good tonal fit for what they're going for with Death Stranding.
Right.
Because part of the thing is, it's like, I don't know, they just have him like... They have Higgs do a bunch of heinous shit to Sam, and Sam just like basically never says a fucking word to him, so... And, I guess that dynamic could sort of work in like a Batman-Joker thing, but I feel like Batman has a whole bunch of stuff going for him to make up for that Sam just does not. And then there's this thing they do this massive big plot reveal, and then at the very end of the game, and then like literally in the same cutscene, it's resolved by hitherto unreferenced stuff. Where it just feels like, wait, this was just this massively aborted arc out of nowhere, which it can't be because they spent like so much time and money on this game that surely they didn't still have more on the cutting room floor. But I don't know. Anyway, I also saw Superman, so.
Oh yeah, cool. Well, obviously without spoilers, we can at least like talk about that. I love the movie. Now I've had now a lot of time to like process it, and yeah, I absolutely loved it.
I think it's top 3 Superman movies.
Yeah, it's the Superman movie I've been waiting for to happen for a long, long time.
I mean, I do think it's very telling. I think perhaps the most telling thing for me about Superman was I remember they played the trailer for the new Fantastic Four movie before Superman, and the fact that what felt like half of the dialogue in that trailer, and I think doing Galactus for the Fantastic Four is a terrible idea as a first movie, but
yeah, actually,
stop doing Galactus. I'll say. You can't if you do Galactus, you don't go any bigger. It's like fuck me, just do like Mole Man or Annihilus or Blaster or some shit.
Fucking new Namor. He's lame enough for a first starter villain.
Black Panther 2 already did.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they. I'm not even kidding. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't think anybody watched the movie, so.
I genuinely forgot. This wasn't a bit.
I mean, there's a lot of Fantastic Four villains, or at least adjacent villains, who are worth doing, just to not do Galactus, because, you can't go up from Galactus with the Fantastic Four. It's like, okay, what if this movie did, like, amazing, and then
they didn't do Doom, because they're trying to put him as a Robert Downey Jr. big event thing instead.
Yeah, hey, Sabo.
So they already shot themselves in the foot for, like, for one of their most iconic starter villains that can be also a later event thing, but,
I mean, we've also had like.
Meanwhile, this movie still has. Meanwhile, the Superman movie does have like the big stakes, but still is like, yeah, our starter villain is fucking Superman. Here you go. For Superman's Lex Luthor. Here you go.
But yeah, to get back to what I was saying, I think it was very telling when I was watching that trailer for Fantastic Four, and like what felt like half the dialogue was just joking about, oh, will the thing say it's clobbering time, or I don't say anymore. Isn't it silly that he has this catchphrase, and then like immediately afterwards, movie with a flying super dog.
And like nothing feels like it's embarrassed by it. Like Superman doesn't feel like it's embarrassed to be Superman, It's like we're fucking Superman.
I think Superman 2025 is the least ashamed I've ever seen any comic book movie be of it being a comic book movie.
And you know how you can tell that it is? The fact that fucking Mike from Red Letter Media is like, oh, it's still comic booker.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what Mike says about these sort of things because
I just want to point out because it's funny.
He could just go back to writing more Star Trek fanfiction, he then forces his fucking co-host to sit through. Like, he likes his things, that's fine, but when it's like stuff that he doesn't like, which he doesn't like, so therefore it informs his like objective opinion.
One of the funniest ones.
Mike. I like Red Like Me. This isn't like me doing some.
Oh yeah, same here.
But Mike is the worst one for ever like explaining any sort of like opinions because his opinions
don't worry, Rich loved the movie. Apparently, he's like, no, it's good. The
Okay,
one,
so
you know,
also
the one of the two of them that matters.
Let's say both. Basically, but like I said, I'll never get over the fact that time he made his co-host sit down and go through his Star Trek fanfiction.
You know,
Like,
the funniest one for
come
me,
on, dude! You literally can never accuse anyone of being embarrassing or anything of being embarrassing after you do that.
Right. I will
Those
say
who got
probably my
employees, you forced to read your Star Trek fanfic. Shut up.
my favorite will still always be the one where they were talking about the Turtles thing, and they're like, oh, we're not as upset because like the Turtles were made. As unlike Transformers, the Turtles were always made to be toys, and I'm like, actually, it was the opposite. Turtles became a toy thing. Transformers was toys from the start. What are you talking about?
Eastman and Lev famously hated how toyetic Turtles had become.
Yeah.
Because it was all just meant to be, you know, some big dumb parody of, well,
Daredevil.
Dark Age of comics, but Daredevil specifically because the hand and the foot, yeah.
Yeah.
But, anyway, to get back to this point, yeah, the fact that you could then have Crypto show up in, like, the first 5 seconds and it's not, like, the joke isn't, it's not just saying, oh, how silly it is that there is a super dog. The joke is, hey, look, a dog with superpowers. Oh my god, he's hit.
And he's a
hits
menace.
really fucking hard.
He's a fucking menace.
He's not
I
a
love
good
him.
boy.
I love that line.
Which is
He's not a good dog.
bizarre, which is bafflingly comic book accurate, because like,
Yeah.
Silver Age Crypto was a fucking menace.
He was. Also, as a difference between, like, say, like James Gunn and Marvel here, and I'm gonna fast forward away from Fantastic Four for this one because it's way funnier. So, with James Gunn for Supergirl, he's like, yeah, I'm taking inspiration from Woman of Tomorrow, and it's a really good book, and you should read it. And then you go to Marvel, like, so we're having trouble with Blade because we don't want to just have Blade, have a leather jacket, a black leather jacket and outfit and fight vampires. We don't want to do that. It's like, that's Blade! You don't want to make Blade! That's what you're telling me.
No, they want it to be about his daughter.
Make fucking Blade!
Yeah. It's not hard to make a Blade movie. I mean, fucking Christ, Fox managed it. And we all know how Fox manages shit. They managed two of them. And
Like-
there's a third one, I think.
Like, it's so crazy. It's like,
I don't remember so good.
we have, like, this movie that is the most comic book movie to ever comic book, and the guy's like, no, even more, hey, also, this is a really good book, you should read this. Also, I took inspiration from Godzilla for the Superman movie. And I'm just
We all
like,
know how that fight goes now.
yeah. And I'm like, man, this is the comic book movie I've been waiting for most of my fucking life. It's so good, and it's just made me even more resent MCU.
Alright, not to spoil. I'll just do like a list of highlights that aren't spoilery. Or at least isn't at least stuff that we don't already know from just trailers.
Yeah.
Maybe best live action Lex Luthor, like no argument.
Oh yeah, he's amazing, and he's the pettiest bitch around. Perfect.
Nicholas Hoult, great, nailed it.
Does he have a better plan than real estate scams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His plan was I fucking hate Superman.
And his plan for I fucking hate Superman is so elaborate and insane. It's great. It's
It
perfect.
is peak like comic book Lex.
That was like the one problem with Hackman. He's always like, I'm gonna get a real estate scam.
Yeah.
If I completely not destroy the entire state of California, that will make my desert property, much more valuable. As opposed to, you mean the entire country will collapse from panic and you won't make any money? No. That's too logical.
Every sort of live action Lex we've had has had like issues. Like Gene Hackman's great, but like he's just playing this weird, like real estate guy, which just doesn't sort of blend well with the whole I'm going to launch like nukes to cause massive fault line. Like that is a mad scientist comic book Lex Luthor plan from the 40s.
Considering the
or
era
50s.
came out, it's in line with that Luthor of that era.
It is in line, but like it's weird for a movie. It's still weird for a movie. Kevin Spacey, I think, could have done a good job, but Superman Returns sucks.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
the other
also
one
just,
and then the Snyder one just acted like the fucking Joker.
Night and day watching Holt versus Eisenberg. Night and fucking day. And I don't blame Eisenberg, I blame Snyder.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, did you see Snyder fans like rented a fucking like digital like truck billboard to protest this fucking movie?
I know, because they're petty.
Literally insane.
No, I know, because they're petty cunts who can't deal with the fact that their beloved movie sucks and Zack Snyder sucks. And
They
you
should have
got,
never
like,
released a Snyder cut. They thought they have way more power than they do.
Well, but if,
Like-
if we keep going, though, Snyder will come back and we'll go back to.
I'd ruin it
you
all
know,
again. Yeah,
We'll go back to that amazing movie we thought we were gonna have in our heads.
we're never gonna have that
connected
movie.
anyway.
That movie does not exist, and even then, it would still suck because it's Snyder. Because he can't. Because I feel like 2025 proves that he just does not understand Superman. I think James Gunn understands Superman.
Oh, he does.
Back to more stuff. Guy Gardner, great.
Oh,
never
perfect.
Never
You know
have
what?
Hal Jordan in anything ever again.
Also, I wanted to point out because of the various animated Guy Gardners. Guy Gardner is the most consistently well adapted character of the Green Lantern Corps.
I mean, he's one of the best for the simple fact that he has a unique personality. Like, I like Carl Rayner and Jon Stewart, but like, everybody knows Jon Stewart is flat. People
Yeah.
like him because of the Justice League.
Also,
Carl
if you're
Rayner
gonna
Carl Rayner is great, but he doesn't get to do anything. Jessica Cruz is fine. I'm sure there's plenty of others I'm forgetting, but they're like the main ones people will think about. But the
Yeah.
difference is that Guy Gardner has like this incredibly distinct personality and visual design.
And he actually is a really good pick for this movie, as he's a good play off of Superman.
I think he's a good playoff with everyone because what
Oh,
can you
yeah.
actually tell you about Hal Jordan?
That he's boring.
Yeah,
as
fucking
fuck.
nothing.
Or they'll
Yeah,
just
fucking
like,
nothing.
or they'll take table scraps from Kyle or Guy to try and pretend he's something.
Yeah. Or they'll try and do do bits of the Royal Reynolds movie where he was basically just Tony Stark with a jet pilot.
Yep.
Like the fucking anyway. Guy Gardner, great.
Got a
Mr.
relationship with
Terrific.
Star Sapphire. That's about the best you can give him.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific.
Oh, he's amazing.
Scene Stealer, basically one of the best characters. Hawkgirl exists. You know,
Like,
she
she
has
was
the least to
alright, but
do.
she
She's
had the
good,
least to do.
But there's nothing. But there's just very little for her. She doesn't get like
A big
she doesn't
moment.
get like the big
She has-
moment like the other.
She
two
has like
get.
one moment-ish, but it's like a spoiler, so I can't talk about it. And it's not like huge, but it's a fun
Yeah.
scene.
Metamorpho, really fun surprise cameo. Well,
Yeah.
you know, not cameo, but like, what a deep pull to get Metamorpho in.
Yeah.
Who didn't love Baby Joey?
I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
Snyder
Probably
fans
Snyder.
probably.
Well, no, they didn't watch it, so they don't even know he's there.
Oh, they hate watched it. You know they did.
Probably. You're right.
Crypto is the best worst boy.
He really is. I love when Lois is trying to use the ship, and he just like sits in front of the fucking controls.
What an asshole. I think Cornsweat, great Superman. You know, 10 out of 10 casting.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah,
Lois was great.
how
Jimmy was great. Jimmy actually
it a
did
good
shit in the
character?
movie too.
Was it a good character piece?
I mean, I think it's a great I think...
Actually, yes.
Yeah, it kind of hits all the things you needed to hit. I really like small things. Like, I love Mara Parkhead being, you know, actually boomer parents about, like, their phones.
What's also too is they feel more like two people you'd find in Kansas than they've ever been.
Also, they have an accent. Like,
Yeah.
every
Also
other
the way
time it's like
the accent, and also the way they look.
generic white guy, or generic white girl and boy voice for the Kents usually, which is fine.
Yeah. And usually people that look like they live like in like regular suburbs but dressed up in overalls.
I love that he takes the time out to save squirrels.
Yes, me too.
Great.
Someone
keep
did
Superman.
a funny joke with that where they are like, if directed by Zack Snyder, and it's the squirrel doing the fucking pocket pose in front of the fucking tornado.
Mm. But yeah, it felt like the sort of movie that understands the character and the sort of overall concept of Superman. I think there are a few things that people will find contentious, but can't say those without it being a spoiler. But I will say I do like some of those. I do like some of those plot twists.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is just the sort of big, like who the big sort of final confrontation is. Because like I get it, I get what they're doing, and I kind of like it. But also, yeah.
I
Probably
really
not
like
what I'd
it,
have gone
but
with. I just mean because we've sort of seen that sort of thing. Like,
I mean,
every other
I
time.
know what they're setting up. I know what it's supposed to be a setup for.
I know, but I'm sat here like, you know what? I kind of would have liked to see like Parasite or something.
Hmm.
I think the engineer was a fun get.
Yeah, yeah.
Rip in Peace 4. But, you know, everybody loves 4. 4's a name. But yeah, I think probably one of the best Superman movies, definitely top 3 with like the two Donner movies.
Thank you.
Probably one of the overall like best sort of attempts to actually make a comic movie. Because this is the thing people have picked up on. One of the things I really love is that it feels like you picked up an issue. Like, you know, you're out of comics for a while, you pick it up, you're like, what's going on? I'm watching. I'm opening on Superman being like beaten down in a ditch in Antarctica.
I do feel like
miss?
there's enough too for a new person to kind of get in, where it's like, yeah, here's some origin stuff for you. So okay, here you go.
I mean, it's kind of the thing of.
But it's also
there's one
good because we now finally have like a movie that's more mid-career,
I need you to.
so
Yeah.
we get to see more fun stuff.
But it's kind of the thing of if there's like if there are like 3 characters whose origins we never have to see again, it's Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I do think the way they did it too does still work for new audiences who might not be familiar with Superman if you're like a kid.
Yeah.
So I think it still works as a starter piece too.
Mm.
Now get up there and kick Shinra's ass.
But yeah, good movie, great movie. I'm glad between like the 3 like summer movie options that you have, I went with Superman.
Yeah, this is by the way also Superman is the second movie that I went to the theater by myself to see.
Stay here.
And it's also the first movie I've ever seen on premiere weekend. I was that excited for it.
We don't have time to wait.
Oh, good.
To get to Walmart.
And honestly, it's one of my favorite movies. Superman. It's probably like I'll give it some time, but it's probably one of, if not, it's definitely gonna be a top 5 like comic book movie. I got a feeling. Because I do have the Superman bias. But
I'm no good. Not to
you know,
anyone
we'll
up there.
but you know, there's still I had time to mull it over, think about the other movies the cape shit movies that I like, and go from there.
Don't give up.
But it'll probably get a high spot because it's Superman, and I'm a Superman fan.
You don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you?
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Superman. I thought it was great.
Still win somehow.
8, 9 out of 10.
Something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning.
I gave it a 10, but again, it's my bias, so.
Know what I mean?
I didn't end up seeing it. We were too busy this week.
Fair.
Hopefully you can get to see it. I think you really like it.
Yeah.
I don't want to look back.
But that's also why I've avoided spoiling, so in case you hadn't seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm here.
And also because we're on stream, so.
I need to know I did
Yeah.
everything I could.
But,
I don't want to tell you about how,
I
I
don't
wasn't
want to
just
tell you
Snake
the scene
kills
where
Dumbledore, but that's like just not relevant anymore, is it?
I don't want to tell you how
like a big meme.
Crypto got a gun and shot that one guy in the skull.
Crypto shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah, he did.
I believe it.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next.
Not far off of doing that at one point, though, is
I
he?
don't want to regret the choices I make tonight.
But
Our
yeah.
lives are in your hands.
I'm hopeful that like this is a good sign of what's else to come out of this like James Gunn-led universe. Because even if like not everything is James Gunn, I think having the his sort of mentality for doing it is exactly what DC needs. Because you know DC's advantage is it has these larger-than-life characters, but DC's problem is also that they try and drag them down to the realms of mortal men. It's just not really what you need to do.
Seventh Heaven is just down this road.
Because their idea of like bringing these larger-than-life characters down usually involves, you know, death, destruction, murder, etc.
All right, I'll get these
Whereas
people
I think having just like moments like in Superman 2025 where Clark has his interview with Lois, which
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
guess is a spoiler, but not really because come on.
It's pretty early in the movie.
Yeah, I mean it also happens in like every movie that Superman and Lois Lane have an interview.
Yeah, every movie, every show.
Like fundamentally, the whole point of the movie is that Clark Kent isn't God or Jesus or whatever messianistic thing that
Yeah.
Snyder was going for. Superman turns out to be a man.
And that's the key difference of understanding the character versus not understanding the character.
Yeah, but he has power, and power inherently corrupts. So he has to be evil because nobody's ever done an evil Superman story before.
No, I mean,
Man, after like fucking like almost 20 years of Superman but bad, feeling, getting to just get just Superman again feels so goddamn good.
Without spoilering, I think this movie is literally designed to shit on the "what if Superman but bad" concept.
Yeah.
Don't want to say.
That's just unrealistic.
Yeah, well, you will believe a man can fly at a dog.
Because clearly, if you had superpowers, you just go around killing everyone and becoming the overlord of the world.
Yeah, clearly.
Mm.
Because everyone sucks.
I mean, if I had Superman's powers, you know the thing I would do? I'd just fly everywhere. Like, about fly everywhere. I mean everywhere. Like, I'd float like 2 inches off the ground because fuck walking.
Oh man, same here. There are
That would
times
be
where like,
like-
I'll be like doing something. I'm like, man, I could get through this so easily if I could just fucking fly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that would be the extent of my misuse of Superman's powers. Oh, apparently Hulk Hogan's dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, between him and Ozzy Osbourne, I know who I'm sadder about.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he was overshadowed by Ozzy pretty bad.
You know, the sad part about Hulk Hogan dying is that he didn't die sooner, so Iron Sheik could see it happen himself.
No. They're having their rematch.
Oh no! We need to find another way to get there.
He's just waiting for him the gates of hell. I've been waiting so long, Hogan.
Far away from here as we can.
Wow.
I was waiting with Ozzy. Because everyone's like, now Ozzy's in hell, and everyone's like, how could you say that? And they're like, did you listen to the guy? He practically boasted about it.
You know what? I'll say this about Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, he had a lot of problems. He was from Birmingham for a start. You know, you can't really get past that. But also, he was with his wife for like fucking ever. So,
Yeah.
Gotta get
how many rock stars can you say done that?
Not many.
I know most people seem to have a pretty favourable opinion of Ozzy Osbourne, like stage presence and his like music aside.
finally.
Everyone
Yeah.
seems to be like, oh yeah, Ozzy was a cool guy. You know, for a Brummie.
He was corrupting the children's.
Yeah.
Making the frogs gay.
Oh, you poor thing.
It was
I mean,
pissing.
I mean, who hasn't been corrupting the children's at this point?
But you've got to be brave now, okay?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah. I'm trying to think if anything else happened in like the sort of week period, in like the 2 week period that we or the week we took off. I feel like a lot did happen, but also not a lot of stuff that's like really good stream relevance or stuff that's not like, oh yeah, spoiler.
I guess one thing I did see that I thought was kind of funny. So
Or anything we want to talk about on stream anyway.
yeah, the one thing I did see that was fairly funny was I don't.
Come on, we've got
The only reason I'm even going to talk about Death Battle for a second is more the reaction to this because it's been hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Because power scaling is stupid. We all agree on that. Power scaling is dumb and stupid and smells. So they did a Miles versus Deku one, and short version, Miles lost. Miles fans have been salty for like 4 days now.
I mean, can't Deku like punch out City Block?
Yes.
Looking everywhere for
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Um,
But, I mean,
to where
here's
they're
the-
doing like the reason why it's funny.
be fine.
Because like, yeah, you got your like. I've only seen one like the closest I can get to a the power scaler typical like quote unquote sane response where they're like, all right, well, I'm now going to daisy chain like Peter feats with this one time with Iron Man, that kind of shit. Like that's the normal shit you expect. What the crazier thing has been is this weird thing where they're like, we're gonna depict Deku as a bully.
Please.
And I'm like, what? This is a fucking stupid power scale thing, and these are cartoon. What is wrong with you people? What is
I don't even
actually
like Deku,
wrong?
but- Yeah, I don't
It's
even
so
like
weird.
Deku, but like that's baffling.
It is. It's so weird.
I mean, Death Battle's a flawed concept anyway, because let's be completely fair, anyone can beat anyone if the writer decides it.
Yeah. Like I said,
Yes.
power scaling is stupid.
Like the very much Yang versus Tifa thing.
Yeah.
Oh, where they
It's
just
all-
like
it's all stupid.
debuff Tifa, and then we're like, well, Yang's powers are weird and
Infinite.
obtuse because we can't settle on anything, so we'll just make her the strongest that we can make her.
They debuffed Tifa, but took Yang's gags in the show seriously. So it's like, well, since she was locked into the twinkly sky at one point, and
Well, that's the thing
fell
that
from
they
the
will
sky.
do with stuff is they will also like
I mean,
take shit like that or
I'm pretty sure someone admitted no, we just had to make it work because we had to advertise Ruby.
well they'll also like they'll like when it comes to like their weird shit to try and scale something up, they will use like establishing shots sometimes for shit. They will use like shorthand and all like like film shorthand and shit. Like like hell, the universal power scaling thing that is funny to me is the thing where if they see a character fighting a character with lightning powers and they dodge an attack, they go lightning fast reflexes or light speed reflexes, faster than light, and it's the funniest thing to me.
I mean, like I said, it's all dumb bullshit anyway because everyone knows that the writers decide who wins.
Oh yeah.
Who are you?
I mean, let's put it in perspective, right? Like, taking Dragon Ball, for instance, in terms of like how nonsense some things are.
A friend of
Like,
Tifa's.
even if we don't, not counting like non-canon stuff, if we say that like Frieza onwards, everyone can blow up the planet basically whenever they want.
She's
Even
with
before that, because
others.
Vegeta could.
Yeah, but like I said, that's not. I mean, with Vegeta, I'm taking the canon thing of okay, but he had to charge up the Gallic gun, and we don't really know how much damage it would do.
Gotcha.
I'm not counting him like fingering Aralia to death.
Oh yeah, I wasn't counting that.
She said,
Uh,
take care of Marlene.
But yeah. So power scaling in that is fucked beyond all belief from like the get-go. So then the only reason you actually have dramatic tension is like at any point Cell could have won at any whenever he'd just had to blow up the planet, which by being
I
stronger than
remember-
Frieza means.
I remember trying to explain to a power scaler the reason why TN was able to hold back semi-perfect Cell but couldn't do anything else was simply because the story demanded that, and Toriyama thought it would be cool.
Yeah.
That writers typically aren't thinking about like writers never are thinking about stat sheets when they're like
Just remember,
writing like a fight scene or an action sequence or any of this shit. They're not thinking like that. And also
Sometimes
like making a stat, and also
that's why I'd
usually
never
power
be allowed
scalers
to
too.
write anything professionally.
Also, the other thing that power scalers forget when they're usually doing shit, their weird shit too, is they, as they're trying to essentially take a character from a story and get them down to numbers, they usually forget about the character's personality. 'Cause they're like, yeah, but if we daisy chain this stuff, then conceivably they can do this. And it's like, okay, but would they do this?
Huh?
That's like a thing they never ask.
No, because nobody cares enough about that. See, if I was writing for something like this, I'd make sure every power scale was adaptable, and I would deliberately write it so that nobody in the internet could possibly find any fault on this. But then I
No, they will. They will.
Because they're like, you're trying too hard.
No matter
Yeah,
what, they
but-
would.
Yeah, but then at some point, when do you have
Also,
to admit that
Transformers,
like
and I just
Bugs
go,
Bunny is
hey, you know where we should go back? Car bomb, yeah, and then I'd be fired.
pro?
Like a flower.
Oh no, you could. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I've been sort of I read the first 2 volumes of the Transformers Energon Universe comic. I think I said, but I think the first volume specifically, I was like, this is the Michael Bay movie the Michael Bay movies wish they were.
Is this based off the Energon, the anime, or?
No, it's just called the Energon Universe. You know, fucking Transformers like shit is always like reusing fucking names to make it.
Yeah. I just had to make sure because I didn't want to be physically hurt by remembering it again.
So then I have to be like, oh yeah, it's robots in disguise. Wait, you mean the 2015 one or the 2001 one or? Yes.
Hey, what's your favorite flower?
Just remember, the Transformers fandom will get mad at you if you say they're mechs.
Yeah.
Well, yes, they're robotic.
Except when they are mechs.
No, they'll also say they're not mechs.
No, but sometimes they are mechs.
Sung.
But
Uh-oh, Aerith gonna get kidnapped, I think.
see ya, Aerith. But who would kidnap Aerith?
Before you say another word, know that your options are limited.
I mean, the guys who have been trying to kidnap her since she first appeared.
Well, not been trying very hard, have they?
No,
There's
they're
nothing
basically
to
like,
say.
hey, will you let us kidnap
Okay?
you? No, all right. Try again next week.
How about we make a deal?
Well, goodbye, Aerith, for now, probably.
mean,
The
I guess.
the goodbye for permanent's later. That's in a whole other
Man,
game.
I sure do love how Donkey Kong Bonanza was like one of the few games I was like, they're making me consider a Switch too. And then it's fine because the internet massively spoiled the ending to that. But I kind of already figured what I was gonna get spoiled on. But like fucking first like day one, I opened up or like on like the 18th or whatever, the day after it came out, I opened up YouTube like and I've never watched anything related to Bonanza on YouTube, so it shouldn't be in my algorithm. But then there's 3 videos that are like posting this massive spoiler. I'm like, fuck off.
What could there be a spoiler? It's Donkey Kong.
Do I say? Oh no, fuck it, I'll say it. The internet's already spoiled it. King K. Rool's the final boss.
What? Okay. Did anyone expect him not to be?
Yeah, because Nintendo's kind of spent a lot of time trying to not include any of the stuff that Rare made.
Nice catch.
No.
You have to remember, it was only like when he appeared in Ultimate, that had been like his first appearance since like
I'm not leaving.
fucking Donkey Kong 64 in anything.
You know, Rude, you're okay. You kept him from shooting Tifa. You know it.
Is that why they
You know-
is that why they redesigned him on the Switch sign-in screen? They're just like, we're gonna kill Rare's version of Donkey Kong.
No, they just decided that he needed to have an. I think they're trying to bullshit and say that they're trying to make like Donkey Kong, like exclusive stuff its own separate thing from Donkey Kong and Mario. Oh, and also so it looks more in line with the Illumination movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But he looks like the Rare version of the Illumination movie.
Well, they made no, but he does, but like they're trying to make him more expressive and more friendly. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there he is. He does look that different from the Rare version.
Oh yeah, but that's why I
It's
thought
just
they
the
weren't. I'm not saying that he is different from the Rare version. I'm saying is that for many years they didn't want to have K. Rool.
Seizing the opening.
Well, you know, he's got to get that crystal coconut.
The crystal coconut.
If this is how you want to play it, that's fine by me.
Watch yourself.
Hang back. Favor I can see ya.
No, all we need is Donkey Kong to say Banana Slam, and we've gone full circle.
Yeah, you better run.
Banana Slammer.
Banana slammer.
They did like a video relatively recently where like they brought back the voice cast for most of that.
Good. I mean, I can't imagine them doing a whole lot of stuff.
Mow 'em down. Some time to give up.
I'm pretty sure they're all Canadians as well, so you know.
Yeah, they're Canadian. So,
Canadian VAs only ever like become unreachable once they go into the States or die.
Canadian VAs have not been a much used commodity lately.
Hmm. Well, that's because the anime's just dubbed in-house now.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
There's so many
moved to
simulcasts nowadays.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. We've gone from the era where it was like you just had to
No
wait
anime.
years for a release, let alone a dub, and now it's like instant.
Yeah. Which is good. I'm glad
Yeah.
we live in a world where we are allowed to enjoy things.
And things are a lot, and like a lot of anime is a lot cheaper now than it was when we were like in our teens, and it was so fucking expensive. Like you get like it'd be like $50 for like 4 episodes. Unless you went to a con, then you can get it cheaper. But anytime you're at the shop, it would be like about that.
Yeah. I guess the one benefit to the Crunchyroll monopoly. Oh no, not monopoly. Like every streaming service has fucking anime at this point, of wide quality. Like fuck, I can watch Bleach on Disney Plus. I'm not
I mean,
going
like, even
to,
like,
but I could.
I mean, even stuff like Discotheque is a lot cheaper nowadays too. Like
Yeah, but Discotheque doesn't
Like-
dub anything.
they sometimes do.
Make way.
No, if there's an old like dub from way back in the day.
No, they've done dubs. They actually did a dub for Gunbuster, and there was never a dub for Gunbuster.
When did they do that?
Only a few years ago.
I must have missed that because all I know, Gunbuster was never going to be dubbed in.
Yeah, like the full series got released and everything, and they dubbed it.
And who would want to watch Gunbuster dubbed? So said the elitists. So I was like, okay.
I think it's cool that they just have it.
To be fair, I'm of a weird stance when it comes to sub versus dubs these days. Where I think most of the time I prefer dubs, but there are like some shows where I'm like, nah, it's got to be sub though.
That's where I'm like that too.
Like definitely some older shows where I'm like, I just can't hear it as like the English voice acting. It would be wrong, sick and wrong. And other times I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's probably close enough. It's not like the old days where we had cargo helicopters, and parachutes and shadow realms.
It's okay. I can see their parachutes.
When these dark energy discs touch you, they'll send you straight to the shadow realm.
Oh no, she's been captured. Really, it looked like she exploded to me. Nope, definitely captured.
I do think like the Battle City Shadow Realm stuff is the best though, where it's like,
You know what, one of my favorite ones?
if you lose, these explosive charges on this glass roof will detonate, and you'll fall into a portal to the Shadow Realm,
There
not
was,
like the fucking hard concrete floor.
One of my favorites was actually in the Sonic X anime, where there's like a girl who like flies off and does a self-sacrifice, and in the the 4Kids one, she just leaves.
Yeah, she just fucks off and leaves.
I have to go now.
And Shadow's like, oh well,
I can't wait to
guess
see you. I'll see you later.
I guess I'll mourn this girl who just left.
No, they got rid of the tombstone, but he still like sits there in that area. They just got rid of the tombstone. He's just kind of like aura farming, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
As the
he's
kids
like,
say
that's
these
the whole
days.
thing. Like, all the other times, he's like, has this, like, little flashbacks, or, like, what would that person, I'm gonna have to do this for that person. Real kind of Maria, but not Maria. Maria.
Maria,
Damn, not here.
where's that damn fourth damn chaos damn emerald?
Shadow. God, you're such a deep character.
He really is the coolest though.
It is hilarious how, like, Shadow has, like, run the gambit of, like, being the coolest, the most try-hard, and then, oh shit, he is still the coolest. Oh shit, Shadow's cool.
Oh
Even
no,
more-
he's cool!
Yeah, effectively.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Anyway, we may need to intervene personally.
I can't think of another character who's had that, like, kind of whiplash of he's cool, he's not cool, he's cool.
It's on you.
Taking over.
But I sort of still in keeping with like comic books and such. I've heard Absolute Batman's pretty good, and as is Absolute Wonder Woman. But I hear most of the Absolute line's been pretty solid for DC.
Yeah, I've heard the same.
Who would have ever thought that all DC had to do was make good products?
The Spider-Man writers would disagree.
Yeah. I'm sure they love being just about keeping in the top 25 because it's fucking Spider-Man.
They were like, no, it'd be boring if we got them together. It'd be boring. You want that stuff? You actually don't want that stuff.
Yeah, that's why they're being beaten by the comic that, does have that
See,
stuff.
Batman is the real villain. If he was a real hero, he'd just spend all his money opening soup kitchens, and that would fix everything.
Yeah, sure.
He does
What
do
a
that
fun-
too. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of, like, quandary of this whole argument, right? And people make this out like, oh, well, if Batman wants to do... if Batman was a real hero, he'd, like, spend all his money doing this. But the problem is, like, like, the whole point is that Gotham's rotten to the fucking core. Like,
Yeah.
Like, the idea that he would do more if he did it, that he would do more by doing that than by punching people is wrong because, like, objectively, any good deed he does in that sense. And yes, he already does those things. But if he just did those things, it would all be
wouldn't be
fucking
enough.
robbed. And also, the GCPD can't be fucking trusted to capture, like, any of the fucking bad guys. Even the normal ones, they can't do it. So, it's one of these arguments people
Well, I mean, they
make.
should just defend them because then it becomes top of that.
Cops are bad, hence why we need Batman.
Yeah. No, you don't
In
need
Gotham,
Batman
they,
either.
in Gotham they are.
If you just give everyone money, everyone will get along. You know, like if someone pulls a gun on you, just say stop. You don't have the right to rob me.
But I mean, it's this kind of argument that gets thrown. But it's this argument that gets thrown around a lot. It's the whole like, oh, Superman's unrealistic because he's a very hopeful thing. That's another thing. I rewatched All-Star Superman after watching Superman. So All-Star Superman's also really good. Go watch it.
I actually do need to watch that at some point. I have not gotten around to that.
Superman vs. the Elite, also really good. Go watch that one.
That one's really good, yeah.
Maybe my favorite Superman story.
It's really good.
As far as,
It's the exact opposite of a deconstruction.
It's literally, yeah, it's literally the first of the what if Superman was evil, haha, what a dumb thing to think about. And also it was written by the guy who wrote the comic book, so you know it's good. Oh, and as far as like comic books I really like with Superman, I really like Superman Smashes the Klan.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That is probably one of the best sort of like one of the best sort of interpretations for like, you know,
the original radio play.
Or like Superman as a you know, metaphor for migrants.
Yeah.
Great story. Oh no. I do find it funny that there's just so many good Superman stories I can rattle off easy, and then I try and think of what stuff does Hal Jordan have? All right, Emerald Twilight, where he went crazy and killed everyone, and
yeah, that's just one.
And Blackest Night, which is like the one which, well, I don't think Blackest Night is bad in of itself. You basically can't do it, and like as an adaptation, because Blackest Night only really worked. Well, Blackest Night only.
Kind of people dying.
Well, yes, the thing, Blackest Night basically requires you to already be in, like, mid-universe where a bunch of people who you at least are aware of or care about are dead.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's like, oh yeah, we're just going to resurrect a character who's already dead before the movie started. And...
Like, who?
Yeah, like... So yeah, Green Lantern can't do one of his biggest storylines because it's fucking Blackest Night, and yeah. No reason why Hal Jordan sucks. You know what I think of when I think of Guy Gardner? I think of him mooning Batman.
Oh, you know what I think of? The time when Sinestro was monologuing and he just beat the shit out of him and stole his ring.
Beat his ass.
I think of the time in Young Justice where Flash said they should add him, and then the other Lanterns immediately said no.
Yeah, that's because they're fucking pussies, man.
Exactly.
And then they added him anyway, and they were like, "This was a mistake. We should have listened to John and Hal and not let him in the crew."
Another proof of why he's better is that when they decided to stop doing the weird thing of having Aricia with Hal, they group up her with Guy, and they just basically act like goofy siblings, and it works perfectly.
If you could see the look on
Guy's a cool guy. What can I say?
Yeah.
People say Nathan Fillion is too old to play Guy now, but I was like, Guy has never been pretty.
Yeah, I was like, he's perfect.
I don't think you could get a better guy to be Guy right now. I mean, I'm sure there is some if you really tried, but...
If anything, the younger Firefly era Fillion would have been too good looking to be Guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
lucky
But you know what? They are all men of the cloth.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay.
But
Yep, Jesse's dying.
They were all
and you know what? I always thought Jesse was a bit of a flat character.
I had it coming.
Oh, too soon. Never mind.
Well, to be fair, she's dying from the explosions of her grenades.
Yeah, she dies from explosions, not being squished.
Yeah, well, no fate goes for you, Jesse.
Well, they were around when she pulled out the grenades.
Yeah, not in the same way they were for other people.
Yeah.
And those damn fate ghosts, they're like, no, you gotta die. Sorry.
Time to die.
Unlike the other two, she doesn't get much. She doesn't actually get much of an appearance in Rebirth.
with Mom's cooking.
She has like one scene where it was like, oh yeah, she worked at the Gold Saucer. Anyway,
To believe
see you, Jesse.
we could.
Yeah.
Bet you're dead.
Shame the fate ghosts don't like you.
I do.
And the fate ghosts don't like anyone.
Well, they're gone now, I think.
Maybe.
We'll see. What do you think when we get to part 3, it'll be very interesting what does and doesn't stay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll leave the ending as ambiguous as original Sevens was.
Have somewhere to
No. In fact, they're probably gonna lead it into like something else.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they like end it off on a thing where it's like maybe not leading it directly into Advent Children, but imply that
Advent
maybe.
Children DLC.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Advent Children stuff does like crops up in part 3 in some capacity. Even if it's like early bird cameos by the Revenants, because we got like the Deep Ground Boys in Intergrade.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've seen. Wait, have I seen those, the Deep Brown Boys?
No, you've not got to there yet. But do you care if I'm like, oh yeah, Dirge of Cerberus people are in Intergrade?
No, not really, because I don't really care about Dirge of
The
Cerberus.
beauty of it is that 9 out of 10 people who watch, I don't even know what Deep Ground is anyway. So they're just like, who this Weiss guy?
Who the fuck are you?
I can't believe they made a male version, a Roll 63 version of Weiss for Ruby.
Well, someone has to,
yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so Dan, you know how I've tried to get you to watch Taskmaster before?
Yeah.
One of the seasons that I think I forgot to mention, that I haven't mentioned, because I forgot you like Father Ted, has Ardo O'Hanlon on it, who's
Okay.
Dougal. And he ain't beating the accusations that he's Dougal.
Oh, right, you are, Ted. You know, the funny thing is, there's some episodes that, like, in season 3 where somehow Dougal's the smarter one in the room, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Childlike
fuck-
innocence. Childlike innocence not corrupted by greed like Ted, or by drink, but like Jack.
True.
Or tea like Doyle. This is Doyle. Or death like Larry fuck, I don't want to say Larry David, but Larry Duff, that was it.
Still alive and kicking?
Sorry, I had to shut my window.
Hi, Barrett. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yep.
He's back now. Well, now that you've lost your third party member, you need a new one.
Yeah, he's back.
This game doesn't have like swappable party members like certain other games do. Because up until like literally the end, you never have more than 3 people in your party.
Alright, time to
How's
play
your
Reno again.
So how was your week, Sabo?
Busy.
You.
Good busy, bad busy?
It's nothing
No,
personal.
we just brought in a new stove before.
A new stove in the house you're moving out of?
Yeah, we're replacing the stove, so it's so they don't have, so the people aren't coming in with a broken stove. So we moved the old stove out and put a new one in.
Sounds like their problem to me.
Well, we thought we'd get more if the house was in better shape and had working appliances.
Sorry, losers.
We also got rid of the dryer and replaced that with a dryer because the dryer sounded like it was always going to blow up. And
You
then
got your
I'm
new
going
place
apartment.
I was about to ask if you got your new place sorted yet.
No,
You know-
we're going to look tomorrow.
Wait, why isn't Tifa just kicking him right now?
It's
Because I
cutscenes,
want
man.
him pinned down.
Cutscenes.
Like, they pinned down Cloud and Barrett, but Tifa's still not pinned down. I'm so confused.
Cutscene. It's cutscenes, man.
I know it's a cutscene, but, like, they should pin her down too, so I'm not asking this question.
Oh, and I'm the weirdly sexual one about Tifa.
It's not a sex thing, you weirdo.
It's always a sex thing.
Shit on us.
Well, now I can fight him. Now I have to move around some stuff, so I gotta give Barrett the healing stuff because I don't have Aerith anymore.
Now
least for
Barrett's
now.
the support.
Yeah. So let me, There we go. And let's get Cloud. Yeah, we'll just take that. There we go. At least they gave me the option to, like, switch up my stuff.
Yeah, they do that for like fights where you get new party members switch in. So there's like where you don't have downtime.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Watch yourself.
Now you gotta fight Reno and Rude.
Bring it.
Being perhaps the worst scheme of all time.
Yeah, we'll just drop. Kill a couple, a couple thousand people to kill 5. It's fine.
Yeah.
We need more people dead to fuel their life energy anyway.
Mm. And he was like, I'm just a low-grade civil servant, I didn't sign up for this. I wanted to do city planning.
This wasn't what I signed up for. What is this shit?
Ugh.
Man,
But
I
yeah.
just do not like Reno at all.
But he's just Axel. Did you remember it?
We'll kill you, Reno. Nobody kills Reno. Did you remember it?
Yeah, effectively. Did we go over the fact that I think both like Shin Godzilla and Shin Kamen Rider 2 like are both or sequels have both been like soft announced?
We have.
So you know, Arno's back, baby.
Now what's he gonna do?
I assume he's doing Shin Kamen Rider 2
Oh boy.
and maybe Shin Godzilla 2. No
Guess it's
Shin
time for
Ultraman 2
guess
announced yet.
Guess it's time for Shin V3.
Maybe. But yeah. Not a lot, but the problem is there's not a lot to say about like this boss fight.
Yeah.
Kind of just a rehash of the 2 fights we've already had.
Except for like every now and then those payload runs.
My turn.
Up. Time for another payload run.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle it.
Guess it's my turn. Gonna make your eyeballs pop.
Hmm. Yeah, I do think we're sort of in the yeah. Now that we've kind of had like the big releases like Death Stranding 2, and Superman, it's kind of like gonna be of a lull until we get into like I mean, obviously for us we've got Super Robot Wars in August, but as far as like big
exactly
releases,
sure when I'm gonna get that one.
but as far as like other big releases, it's probably not until like September, October we're gonna start seeing more stuff because I'm interested in new Silent Hill, obviously.
Haha, shot down your stupid helicopter, asshole.
Damn it.
Poor helicopter. Good thing I can see their parachutes. Kazuma has never killed anyone, especially not those helicopters he downed.
Any landing you can walk away from. Come on, let's teach him the first two-step. I got this.
But yeah. Right, you say, but anything you're excited for?
Coming out, I'm curious how the new Trails in the Sky remake thing is gonna go.
Yeah.
Even though everyone says they've recast most of the Japanese characters.
Not surprising, considering I'm pretty sure a lot of them either old or aren't doing or too expensive or aren't doing VA work in general.
I mean, a lot of them were just in like a lot of them were in the just like 5 years ago. So I mean, they're not that old.
I know then. Save money. Get less
They could be too
VAs.
expensive because most of them are being replaced by complete rookies.
There you go. It's the Persona problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm amazed we've not like heard at least rumblings of Persona 6 yet.
Well, that's because they're focused on Persona 4 remake.
Yeah. Also, I think they just don't know what to do.
Persona, one imagines.
I think they were planning on passing off to a new team, but they never did. So now they're like,
Yeah, they were at one point talking about doing that.
they were gonna pass off to a new team while they did ReFantazio, and they never did. And now ReFantazio's out, and they're like, so do we go back to Persona, or do we give it to a new team, like we said?
We may never know.
Say goodnight, Reno!
Did you remember it? So is that the whole boss fight done, or is it just Reno's down?
Just, Reno's down, Rude's about to go down.
Rude.
Yeah, Rude's about to go down, sorry.
Rude's going to go down rudely.
I still healed Cloud just to be on the safe side, even though he was low, because I was like, I don't want to risk it.
Awaiting confirmation.
Understandable.
Getting cocky on the last stretch is usually how you get fucking killed.
Haha. We'll never die, and then Cloud died in magma.
Damn it.
I mean, basically what did happen though, Cloud did fall into almost magma.
Where are you going?
Goddamn fake ghosts.
Well, you know, they don't die here.
Blade separation initiated. Blade separation initiated.
Well, there goes the plate.
Commencing separation sequence. Section 1 separation imminent. Evacuate immediately.
Well.
Blade separation initiated.
You son of a bitch! What have you done?
Fucking pizza.
God. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of pizza on the menu tonight.
Someone called Domino's.
This quality is probably Little Caesars.
Big old Papa John's.
Trust me, it doesn't get lower than Little Caesars.
Well, they are little, to be fair. Would make sense that nothing would be lower than them.
You know, that's on me. I set that up.
What do we do?
Done this to yourself.
You can't do this! I found Marlene! Aerith!
Marlene? My Marlene? What did you do with her?
Where are you?
I'm at the...
And then they all died.
They died as they lived, under a pizza.
Yeah. On the bright side, now you can see the sky.
Ancient.
Run! You have to go now!
And where exactly do you expect us to go?
Aerith!
Well, shit's fucked.
Honestly, might be a good place to end for today.
Oh yeah, once the cutscene's over, I'll end it. Like once I get to the point where I can save.
End it now.
Actually, apparently now I can. Oh wait, no, there's a time limit. Never mind. Fuck.
Oh yeah, you gotta get out.
I gotta get out of here.
Make like a tree and get the fuck out of there.
Tifa.
I just picked Tifa up. It's fine. Pick her up. She's going through it right now.
We can grieve when we're not in imminent danger.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there it goes.
And it's going, gone.
Alright, sir, did we kill the 5 of them? You killed, like, 3 of them. And actually there was more than 5. No, not the cats! I'm gonna kill you for those cats. Oh, hi, Kate.
You know, little cameo.
Next, the guy probably could have done something, but it's too late.
They did a really good job animating the destruction of that. Like, holy shit. I did notice they did switch over to, like, pre-rendered for that. Not that that's a problem, I just was like, oh, pre-rendered right now. I can't believe Tifa's dead. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, they probably, when this cutscene ends, I can save it. And that's probably where we'll stop for today. How close are we to the end of the non-Yuffie section? Because we haven't started that, because I'll do that after. I'm just curious.
I mean, we're into like the last sort of quarter, I would say.
Gotcha. So we're pretty close to the end of the original main campaign for this game.
Yeah, it just sort of depends on like how long certain sections take.
How much I fuck up. But
I don't want to say it, but yeah, basically.
But yeah, that'll do for today. I think it's time to leave.